Most gardeners think companion planting means placing one magic plant beside another, and suddenly pests disappear. But that's not really how it works. The best companion plants do three simple things. They attract pollinators, bring in beneficial insects, protect the soil, and sometimes confuse pests just enough to reduce damage. And when you are growing avocado trees, peppers, and tomatoes, choosing the wrong companion plants can cause more problems than benefits. Some plants compete for water, some crowd the roots, some create too much shade, and some are only called companions because people keep repeating the same old garden myths. So today, let's make this simple. We are going to look at the best companion plants for avocado trees, peppers, and tomatoes, and more importantly, where to place them so they actually help instead of stealing space, water, and nutrients. Let's start with avocado trees, because they are different from peppers and tomatoes. Avocado trees are not like regular vegetable plants. Their roots are shallow, sensitive, and close to the soil surface. That means the best companion plant for an avocado tree is not always another crop. Sometimes, the best companion is mulch. Yes, mulch. A healthy layer of avocado leaves, wood chips, or coarse organic mulch helps protect the shallow roots, conserve moisture, improve soil life, and reduce stress around the tree. But do not pile mulch against the trunk. Keep it a few inches away so the trunk stays dry and healthy. That one small detail matters. A lot of gardeners want to plant herbs, vegetables, and flowers right under the avocado canopy. But if the tree is still young, or if the soil is dry, that can create competition. Avocados do not like being forced to fight for water at the surface. So here is the simple rule. Under the avocado tree, protect the roots. Around the outer edge of the canopy, bring in useful companions. The best avocado companion plants are low-growing flowers and herbs that attract pollinators and beneficial insects without disturbing the roots. Sweet alyssum is one of the best choices. It stays low, blooms heavily, and attracts tiny beneficial insects that feed on nectar and pollen. These insects can help keep pest populations more balanced around the garden. Calendula is another good choice. It brings color, attracts pollinators, and fits nicely around the sunny edge of an avocado planting area. Nasturtiums can also work well, especially around the outer drip line. They spread gently, cover bare soil, and their flowers attract pollinators. Some gardeners also use nasturtiums as a trap crop because pests may gather there first, making it easier to spot problems early. Yarrow is useful if you have space. It attracts beneficial insects and tolerates fairly tough conditions once established. But do not plant it too close to the trunk or where you need to dig often. Herbs like thyme, oregano, rosemary, and lavender can work near avocado trees if your climate and watering setup match. These herbs like good drainage and sun. The key is placement. Keep them near the outside of the avocado's root zone, not pressed against the trunk. Now, what should you avoid under avocado trees? Avoid lawn grass, right up to the trunk. Grass competes strongly for water and nutrients. Avoid heavy-feeding vegetables right under the canopy, especially tomatoes and peppers. They need strong sun, regular feeding, and frequent watering, which may not match what the avocado root zone needs. Avoid plants that require constant digging. Every time you disturb the soil, you risk damaging the avocado's shallow roots. And avoid aggressive vines that climb the tree. A companion plant should support the tree, not smother it. Now let's move to peppers. Peppers are warm-season plants. They love sun, steady moisture, fertile soil, and good airflow. Their best companions are plants that either attract beneficial insects, cover the soil lightly, or fit into the bed without crowding them. One of the easiest pepper companions is basil. Basil grows well in warm weather, fits nicely between pepper plants, and does not usually compete too aggressively when spaced properly. It also gives the bed a stronger scent, which may help confuse some pests. Marigolds are another classic pepper companion, but here is the important part. One tiny marigold in the corner of the garden will not change much. If you use marigolds, plant them as a border or place them consistently through the bed. They bring in pollinators, add color, and may help reduce some pest pressure when used properly. Sweet alyssum is excellent near peppers. It stays low, flowers heavily, and attracts hoverflies and other beneficial insects. Hoverfly larvae feed on soft-bodied pests, like aphids, which can be a problem on pepper plants. Nasturtiums are also useful near peppers, especially at the edge of the bed. They can attract pollinators and may draw pests away from your main crop, but give them space, because nasturtiums can spread. Chives, onions, and garlic can also be planted near peppers in small amounts. Their strong scent may help confuse some pests, and they do not take up too much room if spaced correctly. Lettuce and spinach can work as temporary companions early in the season. As the pepper plants grow taller, they give light shade to the greens. This helps you use garden space more efficiently. But once the peppers need full airflow and room, harvest the greens and clear the base. Cilantro, dill, and parsley are useful too, but not always in the way people think. The real power comes when you allow some of them to flower. Those small flowers attract beneficial insects, but do not let them crowd the pepper plants. Put them at the edge of the bed or in nearby containers. Now let's talk about tomato companions. Tomatoes are heavy feeders. They grow fast, spread wide, and need airflow. So the best tomato companions are not the ones that crowd the base. They are the ones that support pollination, reduce pest pressure, and help manage the soil. Basil is one of the most popular tomato companions, and for good reason. It grows in similar warm conditions, fits well around tomato plants, and some studies show basil may help reduce thrips in tomatoes. But do not pack basil too tightly. Tomatoes need airflow. If the base becomes too crowded and humid, you can create disease problems. Marigolds are also helpful near tomatoes. They are not magic, but they are useful. They add diversity, attract insects, and may help reduce certain pest problems when used as part of a full garden system. For tomatoes, plant marigolds around the bed, near pathways, or between tomato plants with enough spacing. Sweet alyssum is one of the best low-growing companions for tomatoes. It can be placed along the edge of a tomato bed to attract beneficial insects without blocking airflow. Calendula is another good flower companion. It brings pollinators, adds color, and makes the bed more active with insect life. Nasturtiums can be planted nearby, but keep them under control. They are useful at the edges, not climbing through the tomato stems. Parsley, cilantro, and dill can support beneficial insects when they flower, but do not plant tall dill right inside a dense tomato row. Keep it nearby, where it can flower without shading or tangling the tomatoes. Chives and garlic can also be useful near tomatoes. They are compact, strong-scented, and easy to fit around the edges of the bed. Lettuce and spinach can be planted early, under tomatoes, before the tomato plants become huge. They help cover soil and give you an extra harvest. But once the tomato plant fills out, remove crowded greens so air can move around the lower leaves. Now, here is where many gardeners make a mistake. They ask, "Can I plant tomatoes and peppers together?" Yes, you can. Tomatoes and peppers can grow in the same garden because they like similar conditions: warm weather, full sun, fertile soil, and steady watering. But there is a catch. They are both in the nightshade family, so they can share some pests and diseases. That means you should avoid planting tomatoes and peppers in the exact same spot every year. Rotate the bed when possible, remove diseased leaves quickly, and give the plants enough spacing. If you plant tomatoes and peppers together, put the tomatoes on the north side of the bed if you are in the northern hemisphere, so they do not shade the peppers too much. Tomatoes grow taller and can block sun if placed badly. Then, use smaller companions around them. For a simple tomato and pepper bed, try this layout. Place tomatoes at the back or on a trellis. Place peppers in front, where they still get full sun. Plant basil between the peppers and tomatoes, but leave breathing room. Add sweet alyssum along the bed edge. Place marigolds at the corners or as a border. Let 1 or 2 parsley, cilantro, or dill plants flower nearby to attract beneficial insects. That is a strong, simple companion planting system. Now, what should you avoid? Avoid fennel near tomatoes and peppers. Fennel is often treated as a poor companion for many vegetables because it can interfere with nearby plant growth and attract insects you may not want close to your main crops. Avoid planting potatoes too close to tomatoes. They are related crops and can share disease problems. If one gets sick, the other can suffer too. Avoid crowding mint directly into the bed. Mint can be useful for insects, but it spreads aggressively. Keep it in a pot if you want it nearby. Avoid huge companion plants that steal sun from peppers. Peppers need light. If they are shaded too much, they may grow leaves but produce fewer fruits. And avoid believing that companion planting replaces good garden care. Companion plants help, but they do not fix poor watering, weak soil, overcrowding, or diseased plants. The best results come when you combine companion planting with the basics: healthy soil, proper spacing, mulch, steady watering, pruning when needed, and regular pest checks. So here is the quick list. For avocado trees, choose sweet alyssum, calendula, nasturtium, yarrow, thyme, oregano, rosemary, lavender, and most importantly, a healthy mulch layer. Keep companions away from the trunk and protect the shallow roots. For peppers, choose basil, marigolds, sweet alyssum, nasturtiums, chives, onions, garlic, parsley, cilantro, dill, lettuce, and spinach. Keep the bed open and sunny. For tomatoes, choose basil, marigolds, sweet alyssum, calendula, nasturtiums, parsley, cilantro, dill, chives, garlic, lettuce, and spinach. Give tomatoes airflow and do not overcrowd the base. And if you want one simple companion planting combo that works for most home gardens, use this: basil for scent and kitchen harvest, marigolds for color and insect diversity, sweet alyssum for beneficial insects, nasturtiums around the edges, parsley, cilantro, or dill allowed to flower nearby. That combination works beautifully around tomatoes and peppers, and some of those same flowers can also be used around the outer edge of an avocado tree's growing area. The real secret is not planting everything everywhere. The secret is placing the right plant in the right zone. Avocado trees need protected roots. Peppers need sun and airflow. Tomatoes need support, spacing, and pest balance. Once you understand that, companion planting stops being confusing. It becomes a simple garden design tool. And when you use it properly, your garden becomes more alive, more flowers, more beneficial insects, better soil cover, fewer bare patches, and healthier crops that are not growing alone. So before you add another plant beside your avocado, pepper, or tomato, ask one question: is this plant helping or is it competing? That one question will save you from most companion planting mistakes.